graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well, baby. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Every time I hear that trailer, I'm not going to lie, I always get fired up with it, man. Shout out to Matt Monaco. I know that it's been, since October since he made that for me? It is a great trailer. It is so freaking good. It's great. It's fire. It's everything that I could ask for in a trailer. Speaking of trailer, well, I don't know what that has to do with the Phillies, but the Phillies do play today. I was going to try to make a better segue with that, but that was pretty bad. Hold up. 1 second. That was an L. That was an L on my part. Anyhow, I want to talk a little bit about the starting lineup right now. Kyle Schwarber will be leading things off. Then it'll be Trey Turner. Oh my gosh. Ew. Trey Turner, Max Kepler, Bryson Stott, Brandon Marsh, Edmundo Sosa, Cody Clemens, Johan Rojas, and Rafael Marchand, who are all out there for the Philadelphia Phillies today. Schwarber is playing over at first base. Turner is over at shortstop. Kepler's in right. Stott's over at second base. Marsh is playing out in left. Edmundo Sosa's at third. Cody Clemens is DHing today. Rojas is playing center field, folks. He is playing center field. And Rafael Marchand is catching. So that is the starting lineup today for the Philadelphia Phillies. Jesus Luzardo is going to be taking the mound today and will be on the hill for the Phils. Let's get this thing up and running. Is this correct? Interact. No, it's not up to date yet. Today's game is not on TV again. So just follow along with us. We're just going to be scoreboard watching. And that'll be cool. And y'all get to follow along. Y'all will get to follow along with us. I don't know if they're going to be able to do a pitch by pitch. But hopefully they do. It's too bad that we can't get to watch Rojas play center field today. But we are 1 inch closer to getting into the regular season, man. It is 5 days away. The regular season is 5 days away, man. Joe Girardi is actually in the booth today for Phillies Yankees over on the Yes Network. Wait, hold up. Are they That's the radio, right? Is that on radio? Oh wait, it is on TV. They're liars. They're liars. Holy cow. Okay, well thanks. Thanks for that, Twitter. Thanks for actually spoiling something for me. I actually needed that. So, scratch what I said before. It is on TV. Cam Schlittler, that is his actual name, is going to be pitching for the New York Yankees. Oh, gosh. I cannot wait for some of these jokes. Keep it apropos, though. 55 walks, 120 and 2/3 of an inning he went last year out in AAA and in the minors overall. This guy has a lot of swing and miss potential. And hopefully the Phillies could try to take advantage of some hangers that he provides today. So again, the lineup for the Phillies, it's Schwarber, it's Turner, it's Kepler, it's Stott, Marsh, Sosa, Clemens, Rojas, and Marchand. And that is the lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies. They're playing out at George Steinbrenner Field. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms with the red letters that say Phillies painted across the chest on the front side, and their letters and numbers on the back. First pitch is in there for a strike. It's a curveball. And the 0-1 pitch to Schwarber, and that's fouled back over towards the screen. The four-seamer at 95 miles per hour. Okay. Is that going to work? Yes, it is. Look at that. That looks beautiful. No balls, 2 strikes. Yankees, we'll get to their defensive lineup in just a little bit. And the 0-2 delivery, and that is a rocket hit down the first base line. It is a foul ball. On the diamond today for the Yankees, they got J.C. Esquera catching. They got Schlittler over on the mound. And then at first base, it'll be Paul Goldschmidt. The second baseman is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Oswald Peraza is at third. Anthony Volpe is at short. And Schwarber is over at second base, as he did get on with a double. Turner comes up, and the pitch is high for a ball. Man, that first base line must be so narrow. So he did get on with a double, because it bounced into the stands. So Schwarber gets on with a leadoff double. Let's go. Turner is up to bat, and he takes the 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike. I can't believe that was fair. In the outfield, it's Jason Dominguez out in left. You got Pablo Reyes in right. And sandwiched in between the both of them is Cody Bellinger out in center field. The 1-1 delivery is a slider that is swung on and missed by Trey Turner. So we do get to see Rojas play center today. I'm excited about that. That's something to take notes on. Good for Schwarber to be able to get on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schwarber leads off at second, and the 1-2 is way up high for ball 2. Yankees have Mark Leiter Jr. listed as day of the day. Brandon Beck is out. So is Tyler Matzik and DJ LeMahieu. And, well, of course, we heard the news about Garrett Cole. Now he's going to have to get Tommy John surgery. 2-2 pitch to Turner. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Schwarber retreats on over to second base, and the toss over to first is in time for out number 1. Make sure you guys like, hit the subscribe button as well, and hit those notification bell icons too. Justin Crawford is going to begin the 2025 season in AAA with the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Just wanted to make sure that I noted that. Carlos Carrasco is also going to be added to the Major League roster for the Yankees, and they're going to put Clark Schmidt on the IL. The first pitch to Kepler, and he sees strike 1. Last year batted .253. He had 8 homers and 42 RBI, along with a .682 OPS. We are 58 subs away from getting the 5K, and we're hoping to do that in the next 5 days. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. Cameron Schlittler, 24 years old from Walpole, Maryland. Throws the 2-0 pitch just on the outside corner. Curveball had a lot of good movement. 12-6 it went. Mark Wagner's calling the balls and the strikes. Phil Cuzzy's over at first. DJ Rayburn's at second, and Brendan Miller's at third. 2-1 delivery, and there is a called strike at the knees at 95 miles per hour. Spring is here, folks. Spring is here. Looks like it is a gorgeous day out at George Steinbrenner Field. 69 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. All sunny skies. Yankees have their dark blue uniforms on with the bottoms as the white and blue pinstripes. 2-2. There's a foul ball. The Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Schwarber actually has a red long sleeve shirt on underneath his jersey. White batting gloves for Max Kepler. Phillies also have their red helmets on with the white P as their logo on the front of the cap. And the 2-2 is way up high, and the count is full. Three balls, two strikes. Schlittler has a golden necklace on that he's wearing. Getting ready to throw the payoff pitch as he looks back at second and now back to the plate. And here it comes. It's a fastball that's fouled away. The Yankees will have Goldschmidt, Judge, and Bellinger as their 1-2-3 hitters in the bottom of the first. Three balls, two strikes. And the payoff pitch to Kepler, and he pops it up. It's foul behind the third base dugout. And out of play she goes. We got our March Madness scores over on the bottom side of, it's our bottom right side, right below, our scoreboard. So you can follow along with that. The next payoff pitch to Kepler, and he grounds that one foul too. Good at bat here by Max Kepler. This will be the 9th pitch of the AB coming on up. I'm sorry, this will actually be the 10th pitch. The payoff pitch, again, another foul ball. $18 pitches so far in just this top of the first for Cameron Schlittler. And the 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss. It was a little bit high. But Kepler, he battled, even though he lost the battle. Maybe he won the war. And there's 2 away here in the top of the first. They're just rocking the spring training hat with the blue brim. Mine has the red brim. Nice lid. Thanks. Wanted to wear this one today. Comes Bryson Stott to the plate. And he takes the first pitch off the plate for ball 1. The Rays are going to be playing their they are going to be playing their home games here. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike at 93 miles per hour. It wasn't foul, it bounced into the bullpen. Yep. I thought it was foul too. Yep. Thank goodness it's not just me. 1-1 pitch to Stott. And it's a foul ball. Wasn't such good camera work. Let's take it to the max, man. 58 more subscribers for us to get to 5,000. Time called. Got an active chat today. Beautiful. One ball, two strikes. Top of the first. 2 outs. Schwarber led things off with a double. He's looking to try to come home. And the 1-2 pitch is way up high for ball 2. I didn't know Jack Eichel was part of the class of 2015. I thought he was 2019. I don't know why. 2-2 pitch. That's taken down for ball 3. He was in the same class as McDavid. Huh. Schlittler gets set above the belt. And the windup in the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. Second baseman Chisholm has it, shuffles his feet, tosses it over to first, and the inning is over. So just a leadoff double into the stands. It was a ground rule double by Kyle Schwarber, and he stranded over at second, and we head to the bottom of the first. No score. All right. I guess I can change this, and I can put some March Madness games up over here. What time do the Flyers play at 2? Their tankathon continues today. All right, and let's get into the Yankees starting lineup. Let's do that right now. Oof, I almost played the air horn for that. Goldschmidt will be playing over at first base. Aaron Judge is DHing today. Then it's Cody Bellinger playing out in center field. Anthony Volpe is the shortstop. He'll be batting fourth. Jazz Chisholm Jr. takes second base. He'll be hitting fifth. Jason Dominguez, the Martian, playing out in left field. He'll be batting sixth. Excuse me. That's the first time we burped. Write that down. Pablo Reyes takes right field. J.C. Esquera is catching behind the plate, and Oswald Peraza is playing over at third base, and he will be batting ninth. So that is the starting lineup today for the New York Yankees. They're going to have to go up against Jesus Luzardo, who did not have a good outing the first time he played against the Yankees this year. Gave up 6 runs. Actually gave up 3 homers in a row on 3 straight pitches, if y'all remember that. But last year with the Marlins, pitched in 12 games at a 5 ERA, went 66 2/3. And the Phillies are hoping that he has a bounce-back year, because last year was not a good year for him. The year before that, though, he pitched really well. So they took a gamble, and Goldschmidt is up to bat first, and he fouls the first pitch off former Cardinal and Diamondback Paul Goldschmidt. Broken Bell Podcast is here. Drop that link down below. Thanks again for having me on the other day, guys. Go check that out. I was on the Hall of Fame Club podcast. That was awesome. 0-1 fouled back over towards the screen by Goldschmidt. Last year he played in 154 games. Just batted .245, but he had 22 homers. 0-2 delivery. It's a chopper. It's fouled towards the third base dugout, and Sosa backhanded it and tossed it up into the stands. Purdue is on right now. They're winning 38-20. Is that correct? 0-2 to Goldschmidt, and it's popped up over towards medium depth left field. Marsh will get under it, and he catches the can of corn for out number 1. Was reading an article from Todd Zalecki today. They actually wrote it yesterday, but said that the Phillies are looking to implement Brandon Marsh as the everyday center, as playing center field, and that he's going to be more so of a starter every day. First pitch is in there for a strike for Aaron Judge. The 0-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Phil said that they're giving Brandon Marsh run as the everyday center fielder, even starting him against lefties. Spent the offseason getting ready for the opportunity. 1-2 pitch. That's taken down for ball 2. He has not had more than 110 plate appearances against lefties in any season since joining the organization in 2022. Schwarber's actually had 248 plate appearances. Harper's had 226. And Stott had 129. More than last year. Those are how many more times that they played against lefties last year compared to him. Next pitch on the way to Judge. And that's a strike 3, and he is down on strikes. And so, 2 outs. Let's see those K's in the chat. Cody Bellinger is up, and he takes a hack at the first pitch and is already behind in the count 0-1. He has had a very good spring training in 17 games, batting .465 with 3 homers and 7 RBI. He's been excellent. 0-1 pitch to Bellinger, and it pops in and out of the glove of Marchand, and it's 0-2. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Phillies, Luzardo is pitching. Behind the plate is Marchand. At first, it's Schwarber. At second base, it's Stott. Third baseman is Sosa. And the shortstop is Turner. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts by the left-handed pitcher Luzardo. And the inning is over. To finish out the outfield for the Phillies, it's Marsh in left, Rojas in center, and Kepler in right. And we head to the top of the second. No score so far between the Phillies and the Yankees. Kepler just tore up that pitcher in the first inning. That's the kind of difference maker we haven't seen since Stott's first and second year. I'm with you on that. I'm totally with you on that. What's going on, chat? Is this guy bothering you? I can get rid of BPN, guys. Y'all are the best. I had fun the other day. We're going to the second inning. Phillies will have Marsh, Sosa, and Clemens. That is what 5, 6, and 7 do up in their batting order. Mets lead at 2-0 in the bottom of the first. I know I don't have any of the spring training scores, but who cares because March Madness is on. Mets actually, I'm sorry, they just had a scoreboard change. They now lead at 3-0 in the bottom of the first against the Washington Nationals. The Cardinals are up 4-0 against the Miami Marlins. That game is also going to the bottom of the first. Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead in the top of the second. And they are playing in Minnesota spring training facility. And the Red Sox are scoreless against the Tampa Bay Rays. Final score predictions. I know it's spring training, but I want to get Chad active, even though Chad's pretty active today. Still would like to know. What are your final score predictions? Can I change this ticker? No? Folks. All right, so I'm not doing March Madness this week, but we will be doing some of the Sweet 16 games and some of the Elite 8 next week. Whatever ones don't interfere with the Phillies. Because I know that y'all have requested me to do March Madness. And I will. I will make a point to do it. Just not this week. This weekend. Comes Brandon Marsh to the plate, and he takes the first pitch downstairs for a ball. If I say I'm going to cover Duke, I don't know what time they're going to play. So, Phillies first, and obviously still Sixers. 3 balls, no strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the next pitch is downstairs for ball 4. And so Brandon Marsh gets on with a 4-pitch walk allowed by Schlittler. Wrong sound effect, but that's okay. 58 subs away from 5K, baby! Let's go. Comes Edmundo Sosa, and Schlittler cannot find the strike zone. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's the strike zone? Oh, Larry's going to open up a can of worms with the Rojas thing. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. That is how you start. That is how you start a fire. When you talk about Rojas. 1-1 pitch. And there's a line drive into left field for a base hit by Edmundo Sosa. And he gets on with a single. Stopping at second base is Brandon Marsh. And so the Phillies have 2 base runners with nobody out. All right. And coming up to bat is Cody Clemens. So Clemens will step on into the batter's box. And Schlittler is back out there on the mound as Clemens steps into the box. The pitch, line drive, caught it at the third base. What a play that was by the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. He did look back at second. Nobody was covering the bag, but Marsh luckily wasn't too far off the bag. So hit sharply on the nose, just right at the third baseman, Peraza. That will go down as an L5. And now it's Yohan Rojas who comes on up to bat. First pitch to Rojas, it's strike 1 at the knee is at 93 on the radar gun. One ball, no strikes. The windup and the pitch to Rojas. Ground ball hit over to shortstop and the flip over to second. There's one. The throw to first. And there's a 6-4-3 double play. And so the inning is over. And we head to the bottom of the second. Phillies actually had 2 guys that got on base to lead off the inning. And they can't get anybody home. I'm sure that Rojas sucks. Cut him. I knew you were going to say. I was thinking, this is like the perfect segue for something bad to happen here. And this just gave the Yohan Rojas, the Rojas non-stands something to plead their case about. Not even saying that I'm a Rojas fan. So we're going to the bottom of the second, folks. Volpe, Chisholm, and Dominguez are all coming up to bat. How many people do we have tuning on in? We have a good audience over on YouTube. It seems like. It says that we have a good audience. We got 27 people tuning on in. Nice. Good. We only have 22 likes, though. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Purdue is up by 21. They just started the second half not too long ago. McNeese is trying to get back into it. Who'd you all have winning the March Madness tournament for men's and women's? First pitch to Volpe, and that is taken for a strike. The ball is one strike, and the next pitch, and that's a line drive hit out over to left field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Marsh will backhand it, and Volpe will head on over to second base as the throw is cut off over at short. And there's a leadoff double by Anthony Volpe from New Jersey. BBN started it, I swear. We're still arguing about Rojas in the chat. It's beautiful. That's how you know it's a. That's how you know it's a Phillies game. It's great. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is going to step into the box. He's wearing white batting gloves, hitting on the left side. And the pitch is at 97, and it's taken outside for a ball. How did we get here, JJ? Well, Schwarber doubled in the first. Phillies couldn't get him home. And then Luzardo pitched a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the first. 1-0 pitch, and that's fouled back. Phillies then in the top of the second had Marsh get on with a 4-pitch walk. Sosa then got on with a single. Yet they still couldn't get anybody home. Now we're in the bottom of the second. Volpe just got on with a double. And it's 1-1 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Lefty versus lefty. The 1-1 pitch off the plate. It's a slider. And Jazz is ahead in the count. I could not have been more wrong about a player than Jazz Chisholm Jr. Two balls, one strike. I still don't know if I would have taken him on the Phillies last year. But when he went to the Yankees, he got them there. He gave them more life. 2-1. That's outside and low for ball 3. He got them to that World Series. 3-1 pitch to Chisholm, and he pops it up. Foul behind the plate, and it's a full count. Luzardo will get set at the belt. Look back at second. And the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3 strikeouts today for Jesus Luzardo. 1, 2, and 3. Rack them up in the chat. Now it's Jason Dominguez hitting on the right side of the plate. The throw back to second, and that goes off the glove of Bryson Stott into center field. And, well, going on over to third base is Anthony Volpe. And Stott should have caught that. Looking back at second, yep, he took his eyes off the ball. He was, I think, anticipating the ball to be a little bit lower. The throwback was a little bit, it wasn't necessarily high. It was right at the chest. But he was looking down the swipe, and he took his eyes off the ball. So that's a mistake on his end. The pitch is fouled back over towards the screen. It's one of the fundamentals that, you work on when you're working on fielding is when you have a pickoff attempt and you have to go cover the bag. Can't take your eyes off the ball even if you think that you can tag the runner out. It's more so of a mental game. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jason Dominguez. Switch hitting power hitter. 1-1 upstairs. So four-seamer at 96. Two-one delivery. And there's a bouncing ball hit over to shortstop. Turner looks over at home plate. He's not going to get the runner out there, but the throw over to first is in time. And it will be an RBI ground out to put the Yankees up 1-0. Turner didn't have time to throw. No doubt about it. Volpe did a good job leading off that bag. So that's an unearned run. The pitch. It's hit out over towards medium depth left field by Reyes. Marsh gets under it. Backpedals. He'll make the catch. And the inning is over. The Yankees get a run, though, after Volpe gets on with a leadoff double. He advanced on over to third base thanks to the error by Stott off the pickoff attempt during the Jason Dominguez at-bat. And then Dominguez drove him home on an RBI ground out. We play two and head to the top of the third. Okay. I hate Jazz. I was right there with you, JJ. I did not want Jazz. Nope. Rojas fans unite, both of us. I didn't want him. If JJ really respected Rojas, he'd be making an emoji for him. That is true. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that, Darth. I would. I absolutely would. Angel Reese is better than most NBA players. Angel Reese is a good player. She gets so much hate because she can't make shots, but yet she's still really good. I mean, come on. Like DeAndre Jordan. Look, tall guy, great defensive player. Couldn't make shots, but yet he doesn't get that hate. It's just weird. It's weird to me. Purdue is up by 25 against McNeese. There's 15 minutes left in the second half of that game. But she's a head case. Ugh, she's great. Don't ever trash talk my girl Angel. Can't trash talk Angel. You can't trash talk Flau'jae. None of those people. Reese gets hate for her arrogant attitude. Well, let's be real. She's gotten hate ever since she played against Caitlin Clark. She's been looked upon as the villain. You know? And that's how people have framed her. That's how the media has framed her, I should say. And so, they wanted to create a whole Magic and Larry comparison. And that's what they've done. I never heard of Angel Reese until recently, says Den Brew. Well, tells me that women's basketball is getting more popular, which is great. 1-1 pitch, and there's a foul ball. Angel's a great player, but her attitude sucks. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards shortstop. Throw over to first base in time for a 6-3 ground out. Well, then let's put Draymond Green in the same breath then. Draymond's a great player, but guess what? Draymond's attitude. If we're going to do that to Angel, let's put Draymond in the same conversation. One out in the top of the third. And here comes Schwarber and the pitch. Line drive, base hit into right field. And Schwarber has hit the ball really well over the last couple of days. He homered yesterday. And he got on with a double in his first at bat, and he singled here today. So a one-out single. And Trey Turner is up to bat. 5-0 now, Rays. The pitch. Ground ball hit back over towards the mound. The throw over the second, there's one. And the throw over to first, there's a 1-4-3 double play. And that is going to do it as we played 2.5 innings and go to the bottom of the third. Okay. All right, let me take 1 second. Let me take this time to just promote on Twitter. I forgot to do that today. Sorry about that. Hit the like button, though. Hit the thumbs up button. If y'all can spread the word, I would really appreciate that. We are live for the Phillies game. Come hang out with us. 58 more subs, baby. Beautiful. Hashtag ring the bell. I don't know what their new hashtag is. Phillies have to decide between Buddy Kennedy and Cody Clemens. Neither have options remaining, but Cody is a lefty. You wouldn't have to trade him because he would not make it back to you if you DFA him. So, are we team Buddy or team Cody? Chat. Team Buddy or team Cody? Opening season 5, yes. Team Buddy or Team Cody, folks? Actually, let's make a poll in the chat, shall we? Shall we do that? Are we Team Buddy or are we Team Cody? We'll do that. Polls. Where's the polls? How do I start a poll? There it is. Pitch on the way to Esquera, and that's lined out over towards center field. Rojas gets under it, and he'll make the grab. All right, Team Buddy or Team Cody? Oh, whoops. Wasn't typing. Buddy, Cody. There it is. Because they're battling for the final roster spot and they don't have any options left. One ball, one strike. And the pitch is down and inside for ball 2. Team Brody. Well, you got to choose one or the other. They're battling for that final roster spot. Neither have options left either. So it's one or the other. Pick your poison. Both Team Brody. Well, that's Broads. You can't say Brody. Because that's Hunter Brody. 3-1. That's a foul ball back over towards the screen. Oh, that's on the vertical stream. I'm sorry. I did it on the vertical. I didn't even do it on the regular one. The poll hasn't appeared yet in the chat. Yep, that's why. Did it on the vertical one. 3-2 pitch, and that's down for a ball. Okay, we're doing it right now. Okay. Once this thing loads. Viewers not pitching. Oh, yeah, 5 days, yeah. The pitch is at 96 miles per hour, and it's called a ball to Paul Goldschmidt. One ball, no strikes, and the next pitch, that's taken for a called strike. Toss back over to first, not in time. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Guys, if I don't get to your chats, I apologize. I'm doing 6 different things at once. 1-1. There's a pop-up hit out over towards center field. It's actually carrying, and now it's become a fly ball. And Rojas gets under it, and it'll make the grab. That thing carried a long ways, and I was a little bit scared that it was going to leave the yard. So it was just warning track power, and there's 2 outs. That's how fast the wind is blowing. It must be carrying out there, blowing outside. Here comes Aaron Judge to the plate. Toss back to first. Not in time. We got 29 people tuning on in. That's awesome. Let's go. George! Forgot we're not up to bat. During the regular season, that's not going to happen. Again, spring training for both of us. Maybe I needed these extra 5 games. Gosh. Great Clip sponsors March Madness. I didn't know that. Maybe Great Clips will sponsor Play-by-Play with JJ. The pitch. That's taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. The pitch on the way, and there's a called. It's a ball. Excuse me. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 pitch, and that thing is scorched out to deep left field. Forget about it. It goes into the judgment-free zone and leaves the yard. 3-0. Yankees as Aaron Judge goes the distance. And that's what I get for playing the cavalry charge. I get what I deserve. Fastball right down the middle. Judge didn't miss a beat on it. All rise for the Judge. Talk about somebody who has power, Larry. I think that guy is going to be a Hall of Famer. The pitch. That's taken for a ball. I don't know if you heard of this guy, but he has Hall of Fame potential. Now it's Bellinger who comes on up, and he takes the first pitch for a ball. Pitch from Luzardo, and that's a strike. And that's actually a ball, too. Excuse me. I wouldn't necessarily call Buddy a power hitter. Does he have some pop in the bat? Yeah. It's like Edmundo Sosa. Sosa is pop. He could be a power hitter someday. 2-1. That's grounded over towards the first base side. Schwarber has it, gobbles it up, and the inning is over. Aaron Judge hits a home run out to left field, and it's 3-0 Yankees as we played 3 innings. We need 58 more subscribers for us to get to 5K. Slugged 800 last year. OPS is well over 500 every year. Yeah, stats tell you one thing, but again, the eye test. I mean, he's a good contact hitter. Like he has hit home runs. I just don't know if he has. I can't call Buddy Kennedy a power hitter. You know, like Gabriel Rincones, it's clear that guy hits home runs. He's a power hitter. That guy, it's long shots. You know, we didn't really call Chase Utley a power hitter, but yeah, Chase Utley did hit homers. You know, he was more like a contact guy who could hit for power. I just don't think Buddy is in that category. But I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong. I've been wrong a lot of times. I've been right a lot of times, though, too. But I really could be wrong about that. There's a high slugging percentage. How many homers must be a doubles hitter? It's true. Top of the fourth, 3-0 Yankees. The pitch. That's taken for a strike. Schlittler is back out there to pitch. A 1 delivery is called strike 2. It's a cutter. Cam Schlittler, 24 years old, has an 0-1 record in spring training so far. The 0-2 pitch is taken inside, way inside for a ball. He's gone 15 1/3. He has struck out 12 batters. Has a 1.63 whip. Kepler in the box. Next pitch is way up high for a ball. He's not wasting any time. And the 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And so Kepler is down on strikes for the second time today. 2 strikeouts for Schlittler, and both strikeouts have come against him. Now bring up Bryson Stott to the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Righty versus lefty, and the 1-0 is just outside for ball 2. Two-0 pitch. And that's outside again for ball 3. The next pitch, there's a called strike. Shane McClanahan, according to Gabriel Starr, appeared to hurt his arm throwing a pitch to Christian Campbell in the top of the 3rd. He immediately waved to the bench and just removed himself from the game. Pitch, and that's grounded over towards the right side, scooped up by the second baseman, and the throw over to first is in time. There's out number 2. This guy has very good stuff, and you talk about a guy who just keeps getting hurt. Throws very fast, and another pitcher that just cannot stay healthy. Him and Shane Baz. Pitch. Nets taken outside for a ball. 2 outs, top of the fourth. 3-0 Yanks. 1-0 pitch. And there's a called strike. It's just too bad. It really is. One-two pitch, Nets outside for ball 2. The 2-2 delivery. That's a cutter that's upstairs, and the count is now 3-2. The pitch. Ground ball. It's hopped on over towards the mound, and the throw over to first is in time. And the inning is over again. Another 1-2-3 inning for Cameron Schlittler. And we head to the bottom of the fourth. Max Scherzer just fielded a play, a bouncer, right behind his back. He caught it right behind his back, and yet just threw it over to first base. This guy, again, is 40 years old. And he's making behind-the-back plays. Like, what are we doing? Hopefully by the time I'm 40 years old, I could do that. It was a chopper, and it just hopped on over him, and he still caught it behind his back. But yeah, prayers for Shane McClanahan. That sucks. He just can't stay healthy. It's like Jake Peavy. Jake Peavy could have had a really, really good career. But he battled through so many injuries and just could not stay healthy. Any other pitcher that's like that you can think of that just dealt with so many injuries? Can't really think of one. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, folks. I'm trying something different today. I noticed yesterday when I was doing the Sixers game, for the first time, I wasn't really looking at chat as much. And I was just more so focused on the call. And I felt like I had a better call. I'm not saying that you guys distract me. But sometimes when you're looking at chat too much, you lose track of the game. My number one job is to do the game. And so I may not be looking at chat as much, or I may not sound as, I don't know, bubbly, if that's the right word, because I'm more so locked in on the game, which is what people want, as well as being myself. Luzardo kicks and delivers, and the pitch is downstairs for ball 2. That's really the number one reason why people tune on in. 2 balls, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe, who doubled and scored a run in his first at bat. Next pitch is fouled away. Make sure you guys hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is down and in for ball 3. We're a distraction. The payoff pitch. That's outside for a ball. And Volpe gets on with the leadoff walk here in the bottom of the fourth. Purdue, they lead it now 65-44. Oof. Chisholm is up to bat. He'll be stepping on into the batter's box. Steinbrenner Field, as the pitch, is taken downstairs, or on the lower third for a strike. They're going to challenge this. That's a strike. The ballpark itself was built in 1996. They seat about 11,026 people. And they just added an addition in right field, but they didn't just do it. It was 17 years ago. The pitch to Chisholm, and that's going to hit him right on the side. Oof. Luzardo hits him right on the... just on that side. So he gets hit by a pitch. Going on over the second base is Anthony Volpe. The dimensions of Steinbrenner Stadium: left field is 318 feet. Left center is 399. 408 is center field. Right center is 385. And the right field line is 314. They did renovate the ballpark back in 2016. And the construction cost of it was $30 million back in 96, which is $60 million today. Dominguez up to bat. And the first pitch is taken for a ball. The throw to a third base is not in time by Rafael Marchand. And a good jump there by Anthony Volpe as they do a successful double steal. And that also gets rid of the double play. The Tampa Tarpons were playing over there. And now, of course, the Tampa Bay Rays are going to be using that facility. So I don't know where Tampa, the Tarpons, are going to play. I'm curious. 2 balls, 1 strike. Volpe, 20 stolen bases out of 22 attempts when he steals third. It's 2 balls, 1 strike here. They'll wind up in the pitch from Luzardo, foul ball. I didn't know this, but back in 2008, Obama held a campaign rally at the ballpark with members of the Rays, including David Price, who actually introduced him to the crowd. As the next pitch is fouled away. And also, this venue was used to host the Carnivores Tour with Linkin Park and 30 Seconds to Mars, along with AFI. I never knew who AFI was, but they stand for A Fire Inside. They're an American rock band from Ukiah, California. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jason Dominguez. And the pitch, and that's grounded over the shortstop. This will at least get Volpe home. The throw over to first base, not in time. And so it's an RBI infield single to make it 4-0 Yankees. That's what happens when you play small ball. A walk, a hit by pitch, a double steal, and an RBI infield single. Nothing big there. That's how you get runs. Pablo Reyes is up to bat. And the pitch, that's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. And it goes out of play. Oh, 1. That's down for a ball. Luzardo kicks and fires. Throws it downstairs for ball 2. Yankees lead 4-0. They got 1 run in the bottom of the second. They got 2 in the bottom of the third. And they've added on another here in the bottom of the fourth. Runner goes, and the 2-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Throw over the second base to try to get Dominguez. Not in time. He is quick. Quick as a bunny. He got a great jump there, too. It's hard to get that guy out. That was a smooth slide in the second base. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. And the count is now full. And the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's another strikeout. And finally, the first out recorded of the inning. All right. 4 strikeouts for Jesus Luzardo. And it's J.C. Esquera who comes on up to the plate. Check swing. Did he go? They say no. It's now a 1-0 count. I think I'm ready for today, man. 1-0 pitch. That's swung on and missed for a strike. I do. I mean, are the Phillies really giving me anything to, get excited for? They haven't put up any runs today. 1-1. That's inside for ball 2. Esquera signed a minor league deal back in January of 2024. Then he hit .302, had a .403 OBP, and a .527 slugging percentage last year. And the 2-1 is grounded foul. Look, at the end of the day, the most important thing I got to do, right, is I got to call this. And, again, it's a lot. It is. I want to make sure that I get my info correct. I'm trying to do my job. 2-2. Line drive, base hit into right field. 2 runs are going to score. Or 1 run is going to score, I should say. And it's 5-0 New York as the runner from second goes on over to third. And it's an RBI single by J.C. Esquera. And was lined out over to right field. Oof. And so that's going to be it for Jesus Luzardo, as Oswald Peraza is going to be introduced. So we got a pitch and change. Guys, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games on here. I want you to answer that poll question for me. I'm going to go back to that right now. Team Buddy or Team Cody is the question. All right, on the vertical stream, we had 3 votes. 67% said Buddy, and 33% said Cody. And over on the horizontal, it's 57% Cody and 43% Buddy. Okay. I tend to agree with that. Purdue now leads it by 20 points with 2.5 minutes left to go. Did you know that George Steinbrenner was in the military? He was in the Air Force. I didn't know that. His ranking was first lieutenant. Served from 52 to 54. But he did enter Culver Military Academy School in northern Indiana. One ball, no strikes. Estanista is going to go out there to pitch for the Phils. And it's a 2-0 count. Oswald Peraza walked in the third, also scored a run. And the 2-0 pitch is just inside for ball 3. Three-0 pitch, and that is it's a little bit down, I thought, but it's a called strike. Broken Bell was, they talked about on the podcast the other day. If you get rid of the zone, sometimes you look at the pitch and it's like, well, you see that it's a strike because of the zone that they give you on the screen. There's one where the umpire was right and I was wrong, and they didn't have to give that to us. 3-2 pitch. That's down low for ball 4. That's going to reload the bases. And so the 7th man to come on up to the plate, it'll be Paul Goldschmidt. Steinbrenner was convicted for hiring a private investigator to spy/stalk on Dave Winfield. Is that really a true story? There's a four-seamer at 95, and it's taken downstairs by Paul Goldschmidt. His wife, Elizabeth, she passed in 2018. And she was vice chair of the Yankees. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken down again for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Estanista kicks and delivers, swing and a miss. 100% true he was a criminal. I really didn't know that. Had no clue. Phillies need to wake up soon. Yeah, they do. They gotta wake up. 2-1 pitch on the way, and that's taken down for ball 3. First, they gotta get out of this inning. Three-one pitch, and it's inside for ball 4. They tried to throw it back over to first base, but it was inside. And so it's an RBI walk. But they're going to challenge it first. Phillies are going to challenge it, and it is inside. So it is going to be 6-0. And still one out. And Aaron Judge is coming back up to bat. But before that, Caleb Cotham is going to go out there and have a conversation. So McNeese is going to lose to Purdue. What game is on right after this? What game is it? Arkansas versus St. John's. Oh, I want to keep that here. I do. Clemson losing to McNeese State is crazy to me, says Hayden Laporta. It's just, it's wild, man. We love March Madness. That was Judge's first homer of the spring that he hit in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to Aaron Judge. And the pitch is downstairs for ball 2. Estanista having a very hard time finding the strike zone. And it's a 2-0 count. Phillies today only have 3 hits. The Yankees only have 4. And yet they lead at 6-0. 2-0 pitch. And that is lined down the left field line. That is a foul ball. Estanista not wasting any time in the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that was downstairs, and Judge wanted to take a hack at it, and he shakes his head. So that was trying to go all out, go all after that. Flyers already behind 1-0. They've been outscored 15-4 in the first period during March. 2-2 pitch, and that's down and away for ball 3. 6-0 Yankees, bottom of the 4th. Estanista is having a hard time finding that strike zone. And the payoff pitch to Judge, and that thing is swung on and hit out to left field. Marsh does get under it. He'll make the grab. Tagging up from third, coming on in to score will be Escara. And so it's now 7-0 Yankees. I was thinking he was going to give him a fastball right at the knees, and he did. And Judge thought maybe he had a chance to put the Yankees up 10-0 on that swing. But he hit it out to left. And now it's Cody Bellinger coming on up. First pitch to Cody, swing and a miss on a fastball that was up high. I like Steinbrenner on Seinfeld. 0-1. And it's down for a ball. The Yankees have absolutely spanked the Phillies in spring training. 1-1. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Yankees are only 14-12, though, during spring training. The 2-1 to Bellinger, and he fouls that thing over towards the first base side. Right now, the Giants actually have the best spring training record. They are 19-6. Royals are 18-11. And the Cubs are 11-6. That's just in the Cactus League. 2-2 delivery to Bellinger. Swing and a miss. And the inning is finally over. The Yankees tack on another 4 runs, though. And we go to the 5th. 7-0 New York. Blue Jays are 16-10 in spring training. The Red Sox are a half game behind them. It's actually really close. Who takes the spring training crown? It's like really, really close. The Dodgers are 12-8, and yet they would probably have the 3rd best record if they played in the Grapefruit League. funny. You know? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. That's what we do. Guys, I want you to tell me, how did you get into the sport of baseball? For those of you that are new to the channel, and for those of you that keep coming back, tell me a cool baseball story that you've never said on this channel. And I'll read some. I'll read some as we go into the fifth inning. What is a cool baseball story that you've never said on this channel if you are returning? And yeah, talk to me about it down below. Shota Imanaga will pitch the third game of the series against the Diamondbacks, putting him in line to pitch the Cubs home opener on April 4th, according to Bob Nightingale. By the way, the Flyers now are trailing 2-0. Excuse me. Yawning doesn't necessarily mean I'm tired, by the way. Yawning does just tend to happen to me. So I just want y'all to know. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It does tend to happen. Mark Leiter Jr. is going to pitch today. Spent the 2024 season with the Cubs and the Yankees. Was also a former Philly, too. When was he on the Phillies? 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Edmundo Sosa strikes out on 3 pitches, including a splitter, a pretty nasty splitter that was in the dirt. Phillies haven't gotten a hit since the 3rd inning. Here comes Cody Clemens with the bell-high Sox. And he steps in on the left side and takes the first pitch for a ball. Rojas does wait in the on-deck circle. He's batting .298 during spring training so far. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. One ball, one strike, 1 out. Top of the 5th. The next pitch to Clemens. There's strike 2. 58 more subscribers, baby. Yes, sir. My daughter starts UA Honors College in the fall, so I'm a Hogs fan now. That's cool. 1-2 to Clemens, another swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts for Mark Leiter Jr. And there's 2 away. By the way, just to go back to when Mark Leiter did play for the Phillies, Leiter was on the Phillies back in 2017 and 2018. Two outs, top of the 5th. And the pitch to Rojas. And that's taken for a strike. In his first season with the Phillies, he had a 4.96 ERA and 90 innings. He struck out 84 batters, gave up 50 earned runs. He's not given up 50 earned runs since. He started in 11 games, though. Then the Phillies used him out of the bullpen, and then so did the Cubs. Was also traded to the Jays. No balls, 2 strikes to Yohan Rojas. And the 0-2 is a breaking ball that's outside and away for ball 1. I smell calzones. George is in the building. One ball, 2 strikes to Yohan Rojas. And the next pitch is just a hair down for ball 2. The Titans only have 3 hits today, and they haven't put up any runs. The Yankees only have 4 hits, and yet they've put up not 1, not 2, not 3, but 7 runs. His dad did play for the Phillies as well, yes. Mark Leiter Sr. Back in 97. You're right. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And, well, Mark Leiter Jr. strikes out the side. And the inning is over. And we played 4.5. And go to the bottom of the 5th. The Yankees have been pouncing all over the Phillies. That's a word I need to use more. All right, traveled from the Virgin Islands to watch a 3-game series against the Red Sox. Stayed at 2 Liberty Place. We got swept. More Boston jerseys on the Broad Street line than Phillies jerseys. Was depressing. That sounds awful. When was this? When was this, my friend? Larry's story. Last time ever at the vet. Harry Kalas' birthday. Had to leave early preparing to move to Florida. He was singing High Hopes during the 7th inning stretch as we walked out for the last time. That's wild. And what is the Phillies anthem now? That song. John said that was 07. 07. We got swept by the Red Sox that year. That must have been in June because they had interleague play. They would usually have like one series in the late part of May, if I remember correctly, and then they had like 18 games or something in June, 15 games in June. And so that must have been a wild series. That's actually when I thought it was really cool that they would have American leagues come over to the National League and they would have to, have the pitcher hit. That 07 Red Sox team. Wakefield, Daisuke Matsuzaka, if I remember correctly. Who else? John Lackey. Maybe Lester. I don't know. But Julio Lugo, Manny Ramirez, David Ortiz, Dustin Pedroia, Veritek. That's some good players on that team. 2007. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. How did we get swept by? Well, they won the World Series that year. One ball, one strike. The pitch is popped up, hit out over towards left field. Marsh gets under it, makes the grab, and there's one away. Daisuke Matsuzaka, what is he up to now? Daisuke Matsuzaka. Chano Park was on that team too, wasn't he? Matsuzaka was on the Red Sox from 07 to 12. And then he was on PAS's Mets. I didn't remember that. Daisuke pitched for 23 years. He's now 44 years old. Jazz is up to bat. No balls, one strike. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Seven-time All-Star in the NPB. Was a World Series champion, though, back in 07. He's actually currently a color commentator and a YouTuber. Boy, it'd be cool to get him on. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. And the next pitch is outside for a ball. Daisuke Matsuzaka. One ball, no strikes. Luzardo is pitching again. So again, they took him out to get out of the jam. And then they brought him back in. That guy had a filthy slider. He did. 1-1. Fouled off. I like Waldorf's story. 1-2. That misses in the dirt. Was a blowout. Dollar Dog night. I was walking around, says Denbrew, looking for a short line of hot dogs. What else would you do on Dollar Dog night? Look for Chickies and Pete's crab fries? No, folks. 2-2. That's a foul ball. You got to get that Dollar Dog. There's a short line for hot dogs, and I wished for a hot dog guy to appear. And he appeared, and I'm pretty sure the Phillies came back. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And there's another strikeout. Rack 'em up 5 for Jesus Luzardo. Good. Once between games on a July 4th doubleheader, a war must have broken out because the sky was filled with colorful explosions. We survived. Oof. Well, that's a beautiful story. Jeez. That sounds scary. Got a signed baseball from Abraham Nunez. Remember that guy? Switch hitting third baseman for the Phillies. I still have it somewhere. I'll have to look and see where it is. Friend went to the restroom. A foul ball was hit right in the seat. Oh, I told you the story about the ice cream, right? Did I tell you the story about that time? Guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons too. We go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. We need 58 more subscribers to help us get to 5K, baby! Yeah. His seat was empty, John said. He could have reached up and he was bummed. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. No, I get that. But I did tell you all the story about the ice cream, right? I think I brought it up the other day. Jeff Hartlieb is going to come on in the pitch. And the pitch is taken for a strike. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jason Joseph. I go by JJ on here. As the 1-1 is taken down and in for ball 2. I was at a Phillies game one time, and I had ice cream in a helmet. And for some reason, I brought it out. I brought it back over to my seat. 2-1 pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. And I had to go to the bathroom. I don't know why I just didn't go before, whatever. Maybe I didn't have to go, but The 2-2 pitch, and that's a called strike 3. And there's one away. So I had to go to the bathroom. Okay? And so I come back, and I see that my ice cream was, like, gone. Like, it was not gone, but it was like only halfway there, like from the helmet high or from the helmet low. And I see that there's ice cream spritzed all over like a couple of other seats. And some people in front of us left. I'm like, oh God. 1 ball, 1 strike. This Kyle Schwarber's up to bat. So I assumed that a foul ball must have came and it must have hit the people in front of us. As the 1-1 is flied out over to center, and it's going to be caught right at the warning track, and there's out number 2. And so it came back 2 innings later. You know, they grabbed, like, they got up, and so they come back to our seats, and she said, "Were you the one that left that ice cream out?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, not such nice words to me. It hit my cup somehow, some way. It hit my cup, and then the ice cream just spritzed over them. It was just really bizarre. Oh, 1 pitch. It's a 1-1 count. I'm melting. 1-1 pitch. That's inside for ball 2. Two on to Turner. There's a foul ball. I couldn't stop laughing, but I understand that the shoes were on the other feet. It would have been weird. I don't know why I got the ice cream in the first place, and then I just came back, and I'm like, oh wait, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. Like, whatever. That was a memory, though. 2-2. That's taken outside and low for ball 3. I wish I was gonna ask whose foul ball was it, but the person wasn't really happy with me. So who hit the foul ball? Like, imagine if I would have asked that, and yeah, whatever. 3-2, and it's down low for a ball. And Turner gets on with a walk. While you're mad at me, who actually hit the foul ball? That's really what I want to know. We're in the top of the 6th. There's 2 outs. And the pitch to Max Kepler is swung on and missed. Kepler today 0 for 2. The pitch to Max. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. That's going to hit off the very top of the wall. Rounding second, going over to third base is Turner. And Max Kepler, after striking out 2 times today, finally gets on with a long single. He couldn't have gotten on over to second base, honestly. And up to bat now is Bryson Stott. One swing can actually bring the Phillies back into business here. Stott's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. That in 257 during spring training so far. Both times he grounded out over the second baseman Chisholm. The pitch to Bryson. That's down for a ball. I've heard of a snow cone catch, but 1-0 to Stott, and he gets down on one knee and grounds a foul. If you ever get a cake shake, don't leave it on your seat and walk away. Especially at a White Sox game, because I don't know if many people are going to be going for the game. So the odds of a foul ball coming with a cake shake on the seat, I think, are a lot higher. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch is going to be taken for ball 2. Chicha had a Wawa too before the game. Sorry, I scrolled down and I didn't see the rest of your comments. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Who leaves their ice cream unattended instead of finishing it first? I don't know. I all of a sudden just had to go. That was stupid on my end, but it was funny. That's hilarious. 2-2 pitch. That pitch was way inside, and Stott is gonna get a piece of it. Bring your ice cream with you and rest it on top of the urinal. Totally sanitary. I learned a lesson that day. But see, it was probably meant to be, because I wouldn't have had that story if it didn't happen. So, something came out of it. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And the inning is over, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 7-0 Yankees. It was probably meant to be. God was probably like, all right, let's let JJ learn his lesson here. What are the odds that a foul ball is going to come into, where do we sit? Like the 300 club. I think it was the third deck. So, but yeah, whatever. Arkansas versus St. John's is coming on up. Got the game on right now. It's stretch time. Ooh. That is a funny story. I'll never forget, there was one time where I was going to class in college. Max Coverage TV! I'll get back to that story in just a little bit. Thank you all so much for the raid. Oh, y'all are the best, baby. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. Welcome on in, Raiders. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. I go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. Going to be doing some more Sunday Night Baseball. We grind, man. We're grinding all the way to 5K. We're getting to the top, baby. Let's go. Max Coverage TV is the best. He is one of the nicest people that you will ever meet on this YouTube platform. And my God, is he great at what he does. I have a lot of mad love and a lot of respect for him. I really do. And I have a lot of mad love and respect for all of you guys, man. So thank you all so much for stopping on by. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Orion Kirkering is going to pitch. The Phillies have had a great day so far, allowing 7 runs. Not so great. The pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop. The throw over to first. That's in time. But according to a lot of Yankees fans, they've been playing very well today. Everyone subscribe. Smash the like, bro. Let's go! Grinder JJ. Y'all are my MVPs. All right, the pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball. Johnny X, I bet he does have a podcast. Can't stand Opie, but Anthony is genuinely funny. Whose podcast are we talking about? 1 ball, no strikes. Bill says, see you later, JJ. Not unless I see you first. I might see you first. Watch out. Bottom of the sixth. The Yankees lead 7-0. The 1-1 delivery. It's outside for ball 2. Chrissy says, hey, thank you all so much for stopping on by. I seriously appreciate that. 2-1 is skied. Over towards the shallow left field side. Shortstop calls off the third baseman. And there's the catch. I think that was Brian Rincon who caught it. Excuse. Another one. Gotta write that one down too. Keeping tallies. Gotta get a burp counter. Oswald Peraza is up to bat. Excuse me, by the way. I was told that I have to say excuse me just to be polite. That's true. Somebody was telling me, oh, like, after you burp, you should say excuse me. I was like, oh, wait, yeah, you're kind of right. Even though I'm not in front of people, I am in front of you guys. So that is the polite thing to do. So excuse me. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. And the 0-2 pitch. Kirkering, wheeling and dealing as he strikes out the side. Let's go. Gets himself a 1-2-3 inning. Max TV is rating you. Max TV is coming to a theater near you with all Yankees, all Packers, and all Rockets coverage. Strikeout number 8 of the day for the Phils. Rack them up in the chat. You're not in front of people, JJ. We're not people. Larry, as we mentioned before, you're a Muppet. So you're not a person. Bob says Max be hating on Peraza. Tell him to give my man a real shot. hey man, I haven't had this love for Cal Stevenson, but yet some people are like, you know, Cal's better than Rojas. I'm like, really? Are we really gonna go there? So I kind of understand that. The burping is what's holding you back from 5K. Larry says I'm a bot. A Muppet. 11. I'm looking at the out-of-town scores. It's 11-0 Tampa Bay. 11-0. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Post this on YouTube. Post this on Twitter. Post this all over. If you know a cable person, tell them about Play-by-Play with JJ. We're on billboards. Just kidding, we're not. I don't want to be on a billboard right now. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Who just did a bat? Was that Michael K? That wasn't Michael K. Taking batting practice. No. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch is taken for a strike. I would like to do that one day. I would like to do that one day. The 2-1 to Marsh. And that just misses inside for ball 3. All right, let's go. We haven't played this at all today when the Phillies have batted. Charge! The pitch, and that's taken down for ball 4. Rest in peace to George Foreman. Saw that he passed away yesterday. Top of the 7th, and a runner on over at first base. Sosa is in the box, and he grounds this one over to shortstop. This will easily be 2. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first in time. And 1 pitch, and that blows it. 2 gone here in the top of the 7th. Team Buddy or Team Cody, folks? Where are we at? Cody's at 57%. 59%. Buddy's at 41. We got to drop Sosa now, folks. Doesn't matter if he had a home run yesterday. He's gone. Pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. 1-0 pitch to Cody Clemens, and that's a line drive base hit out to right field. And a 2-out single puts Cody on over at first. Phillies have not had 2 base runners since the 2nd inning. If you can find that to believe. Actually, that's a lie. They had 2 base runners in the last inning. They hadn't had the guy. They haven't had a leadoff man walk and get a single of those since the 2nd inning on back-to-back at-bats. No balls, 1 strike to Yohan Rojas. Rojas with the bat up. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. St. John's is seeking their first Sweet 16 appearance since 1999. Oh, 0-2 is the count. Top of the 7th inning. 2 outs. And the 0-2 to Rojas, swing and a miss again. And the inning is over. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Yankees lead at 7-0. All right, chat. I'm going to remind you all one more time. And then if somebody asks if I'm doing March Madness, my mods can explain. We are doing March Madness next week. Okay, we're going to start with the Sweet 16 next week. And we'll be covering whoever we can when the Phillies and the Sixers don't play. So we haven't decided, obviously, on a team yet, unless you really do know who's going to the Sweet 16 and what time the game is going to be. But they have not released times. Trivia time. We got to wait till regular season. We haven't done trivia since the regular season. We haven't done it at all. We haven't done Phillies trivia at all. We haven't even done On This Day in Phillies history yet. We're saving all that for the regular season. I got to make you all look forward to something. I can't just spill out all my whole entire beans. JJ is doing March Madness next week. It's the Sweet 16. Thanks, Larry. Yes. Shout it even louder so that the whole world can hear you. Love it. Can we get rid of balks? Somebody was talking the other day, I think it was PAS that said, let's get rid of the blocking the plate rule. I think that I would be more down to getting rid of the balk rule rather than blocking the plate. JJ is doing the Sweet 16 next week when the Phillies and the Sixers don't play. That is correct. Keeping powder dry. Yeah. I do have the St. John's game on, though. JJ is doing every single tournament game from here on out. I'm also covering pickleball, and I will also be doing what's that other sport called? I didn't want to tell y'all. I'm also going to be doing PLL, We're going to be covering the PLL. JJ, are the Hall of Fame podcast guys on here? I don't think Darth Pooh's here right now. And I don't think that, I think that they left. You'd see him in chat. Phil the kill. Phillies don't just lose, but lose by blowout routine. Not sure how unconcerned I should be about it, says Phil the kill. Yeah, it's spring training, my friend. It's spring training, my guy. That's, I don't know, this team, it looks like, just from today's game, that they're probably not even going to make it to the playoffs. The balk rule is dumb. You can't do anything to try to trick a runner, but you can step off, fake a throw, spin, and throw to another base. That's not trying to trick the runner. That's not trying to trick the runner. Yeah. Can we get rid of that rule over the block and the plate thing? I think it's worst. 1 ball, no strikes. Says TJ Rumfield is going to bat. Spent last year in Double-A and in Triple-A with 294 average, 15 homers, and 73 runs batted in. Romano is going to pitch. 2-0 delivery, and that's fouled back over towards the screen. I got some notes after this game, folks. I do have some notes. I want us to talk about this game because there are some things that I'm not so happy about from today, and there's things that are just on my mind that I didn't really get to talk about during the cast that I kind of want to talk about when I have my moment. 2-1 pitch, and that's swung on and missed for strike 2. After every single game that we do this year, we are going to have a post-game show. We are also doing pre-game shows. I have a format that I'm doing, and I want it to be professional, man. 2-2, and that misses inside for ball 3. Not saying that we aren't professional, but I really want this thing to take off this year. And I don't just want to stick to the Philly sports either. 3-2 pitch, and that misses inside and low for ball 4. Guys, I do want to tell you I am going to be streaming a lot this year. Okay, and I do appreciate it, like when people reach out to me and ask me how I'm doing, because, you know, we did 4 streams the other day. That was a lot of streams. It means a lot. It does. You know, it's important that I do take care of myself, but I also want you guys to understand, too, that I love doing this. I love streaming. And I do know my body. If I do get tired, I promise I will stop. But I really do want to do a lot. I do. So sometimes when I'm doing other streams, maybe it does sound like I'm a little bit tired, but that's because I'm putting in a lot of work and because I love it. So, you know, you're going to swing and hit a home run sometimes, and other times you're going to strike out. And that's the truth. And this whole thing, I know that I'm going to be looked upon in a bigger light by other people, and I have to get used to that. But that means I'm doing something right. Everybody can have their own opinions about me. Everybody can judge what I do, what I don't do. But at the end of the day, I'm going to keep being me. And I'm going to give you the real stuff. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. Yankees lead it 7-0. And the pitch to Judge. And he hits this one out over towards right center field. Rincones gets under it. and I'll make the grab for out number 1. Is that Rinconis? No, I'm sorry. Didn't even get to look and see who just came on in. But I want you all to understand that. I may not read every single one of your comments. But again, if you guys do have something important to say, hit that super chat button, and we make sure that we read all super chats. It was Avery Owusu Asiedo who made the catch there. Bellinger's in the box. The pitch, swing and a miss from Jordan Romano. The right fielder is actually Marcus Lee Sang. He's 24 years old from Laurel, Maryland. Luis Verdugo's over at short. 0-1 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. And on the run to make the grab for out number 2 is Owusu Asiedo. But I appreciate you guys asking how I'm doing. You know, taking care of myself and all those things. That does mean a lot. But I do want to stream a lot this year. I do. I love being on camera. I love doing this. I am looking for more help, though. That's the one thing that I have learned, is that I should be looking for other people, you know, who are interested in helping me out, make graphics, editing, all that type of stuff, because that would make it a lot easier. That does save time. So if you are interested in helping out with the team, email me. It's jasonjosephonair@gmail.com if you are interested in helping out the channel. Okay? At gmail.com. 0-2 pitch. Line drive caught out in left field. The inning is over, and Romano does good. And we go to the 8th inning. 7-0 Yankees. What's up, Lou? How are you, my friend? It is 71 degrees out at Steinbrenner Field. Arkansas is up by, 7 against St. John's? We just got word that John Kruk and NBC Sports Philadelphia have reportedly agreed on a 4-year contract extension, and that was according to Philly Magazine. So congratulations to Kruk. Good for him. Good for him. He deserves it. I love hearing when people get extra broadcasting opportunities. You know? It's beautiful. It's well deserved. You know he's addicted when he's asking me bracket picks at 3 a.m. Yeah, that's right. I love it. I do. I really do love it. But I also am very understanding that it does take some stamina, right, to build this stuff up, right? You look at the streamers that are out there. Some of these people don't just go live for 12 hours and they just do it out of nowhere. Like, that takes time. You got to build that stamina up, and I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of 12-hour streams. I mean, maybe down the road I I could see myself absolutely doing some, for sure. 1-1 pitch to Rafael Marchand. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. It takes a bounce off the top of the wall, and then it goes back into the stands, and Marchand gets a ground rule double. I don't know how that happened. It hit the ground, I guess, so lightly that it just bounced right back and went over the wall. But regardless, it's a ground rule double, and that's the Phillies. That's their first extra base hit since the first inning. All right, we'll take that. But yeah, I get it though. Like, I can't burn myself out, and I won't. And if I do, it's all a part of the growing process. You know, I'm okay with making mistakes. I'm okay with growing on here. I'm okay with showing people that, guess what? There's lots of growing pains that you have to deal with this in order for you to get to the top. And I'm not even near the top. But I just know that. And when you're streaming, you're under a bigger spotlight. You really are, because the cameras aren't always off. Like, you control when the cameras go off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marchand leads off at second. Luis Verdugo's up to bat. And he takes the pitch down and in for a ball. Hit that thumbs up button, though, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. Y'all are funny. I have a lot to catch up to. Who is professional? That's a good question. I'm so behind on chat. But I'm okay with it. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is taken down low for ball 3. Don't want to be behind on the super chat, though. 3-1 pitch, and that is popped up and hit out over towards right field. And there to make the grab for out number 1 is the right fielder, Reyes. Kruk is a national treasure. Thanks, Cam. Appreciate it. Appreciate that very much. Listen a lot, but don't always comment, so we are out here. But now there's always chatting just for the record. Nah, I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Felix Reyes is coming up. I don't think he's related to Pablo Reyes, is he? 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is downstairs for ball 2. Oh, Larry, absolutely. Absolutely, Kruk has made more money broadcasting, for sure. Are you kidding me? Definitely. Without a doubt. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, top of the 8th inning. Marchand leads off over at second base. And the 2-1 pitch. Outside and high for ball 3. Three, 1. High and away for ball 4. And that's going to put runners on over at first and second base. All right, shall we do it? Shall we do it? Haven't played it in a while, but all right, I guess we will do it. We're doing it. We're doing it live. It never gets old. I don't get the game, so I don't know if Kruk is good at calling games. Oh, Larry, he is a comedian. Okay? He is an actual comedian. But I see him on Phillies post games, and I genuinely think that he just dislikes Michael Barkan. It's funny. No, he is genuinely a comedian. Michael says yes. We're doing it live. No balls, 2 strikes to Lee Sang. Run rally him to it live. Chat, you're insane. You're funny. Don't be funny. Just kidding. Be funny. I meant to say don't be funny because I want them to score 8 runs here. 0-2 pitch. That's a called strike 3. That was a beautiful slider. I didn't think he was going to go with that pitch, but that was just a good pitch. His stock just rose to me, Larry. If he criticizes Barkan, he's a career gas bag. Yeah, Kruk is a funny guy. My favorite moment, Robert Moore. I think you guys know what my favorite moment is with John Kruk. No balls, 1 strike. 2 out, top of the 8th. 0-1 pitch to Moore. It's popped up, hit out over towards the first base side, and it's a foul ball. My favorite moment is when there were kids that were over, like, right behind the suite, and he was gonna, give them an what was he like, gonna give them an autograph? I think it was. It's during the game, and he knocks on the door, trying to get their attention, like knocks on the plexiglass. It's like a kid, and the kids got scared and they ran away. 1-2 pitch, Nets outside for ball 2. He was just trying to do a nice thing, and he like taps on the door. You could even hear it on the cast. He's like, "Hey, kids." They're like little kids. 2-2 pitch. High bouncer. Hit over to third base. Scooped up by the third baseman. Throw over to first. Nice dig out by the first baseman there. That was TJ Rumfield. And the inning is over. And so we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-0 Yankees. Hey, someone Phil actually likes. Ricky Bo is the best Phillies guy. Ricky's good. I like Ricky. I do. I think Ricky is really good on the post-game shows. Harry was actually the one that told him that he could have a career in broadcasting. And he was right. I feel like Ricky doesn't age. Ever since he came on to Phillies post-game live, I just don't think that he ages. Ricky Bo's mound charge from Barry Bonds is a classic. Both the NBC team and the Phillies show respond to my questions on a regular basis. They're great shows. They're great guys. Yeah. They are. They're good people. Oh, those things look so good. Hungry JJ. It always happens at some point when he's on for a Phillies game. Not during a Sixers game or not during an Eagles game. It's just for some reason when the Phillies are on. I guess because ballpark food just does that to you. I don't know. Stretch time was the bottom of the 7th, but it's never too late to stretch. Why do they call it stretch time? Hey, Siri. Why did they call it the 7th inning stretch? One popular theory, according to Siri, this is actually according to baseballbible.net. One popular theory attributes the origin of the seventh inning stretch to President William Howard Taft, who served as the 27th President of the United States of America from 1909 to 1913. Legend has it during a 1910 Washington Senators game, the portly president felt cramped and uncomfortable in his wooden seat, stood up to the stretch his legs in the middle of the seventh inning. And out of respect for the commander-in-chief, the surrounding spectators followed suit unwittingly, giving birth to a time-honored baseball tradition. That's just one. There's different theories, but that is one of them. Vivas is up to bat. He's facing Tyler Phillips. I feel like Tyler Phillips has pitched every single day. Josh Bro is going to play catcher for this final half inning. Falco. My favorite John Kruk moment is when he and T-Mac were calling a game in St. Louis. Oh, yeah, and they were talking about the St. Louis Arch, and yep. And Kyle Schwarber was at bat, and he said if Kyle hit a home run, he would go up. Kruk is afraid of heights. And did he end up doing it? I think he did. Six and a half innings over 5 hours. Yeah, well, the game now it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I guess, if you were listening to a game back in like the 2010s, like 2019, pre 2023, then yeah, I understand that. But I never, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like it. I was just curious. Great history lesson, JJ. I never heard that before. Well, don't blame me, or don't give me credit there. Give Siri credit. Because that I just Googled. The pitch. It's taken down low for a ball. So there's a leadoff walk. There's actually a couple more. Do you want to hear the other ones? Do you want to hear the other ones? I could read off the other ones. Shout out to baseballbible.net. Analytics is not the Bible. It's Baseball Bible. Duke Ellis is up to bat. They also say that another story deals with Brother Jasper of Manhattan College. A 19th century Irish Christian brother and the school's baseball coach. It's said that during a particularly tense game back in 1882, Brother Jasper, quote, noted that his students were growing restless and anxious. So he tried to calm their nerves, called for a break in the action, instructing everyone to stand and stretch. This impromptu soon became a regular occurrence at Manhattan College games and eventually spread to other baseball teams and leagues. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Duke Ellis, and the next pitch, strike 3 called on the outside corner. And then there's another theory. There's another one that involves Harry Wright and the Cincinnati Red Stockings, before they were called the Reds. Wright was a visionary in the world of baseball. As the first pitch is taken for a called strike. He was said to have introduced the 7th inning stretch as a strategy to keep fans engaged and entertained by incorporating a moment of relaxation and fun into the game. He aimed to foster a sense of community among spectators and enhance the overall experience. Other theories suggest that religious practices may have influenced the seventh inning stretch, such as Jewish practice or standing during the Sabbath service, or the Catholic practice of standing during Mass. That's your history lesson of the day. I do like the history of baseball. Darth Pooh was right the other day. He said, you do have a lot of respect for the history. And I do. 1-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. I do. I like learning about things that have gone on in the past. Because without that, the game's not what it is. And baseball, I think, has a very fine history to it. 2-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. There's out number 2. I bet Siri would give us trivia questions during spring training. Yeah, but are they actually correct answers is the question. Because there's some websites that give you certain trivia questions and they're not correct. Two outs, bottom of the 8th. No balls, 1 strike. Phillips still pitching. Facing Hernandez here. And the 0-1 delivery is down and in. Finally, Travis Konechny scores. The Flyers aren't getting shut out today. 1-1, swing and a miss. TK puts the Flyers on the board and makes it 2-1, and that ends a 13-game goalless drought for Travis Konechny. That's okay because we kind of want the Flyers to lose now so that they can tank. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Tyler Phillips actually goes in the 8th inning and does pretty well. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Phillies. Excuse me. Third time. The Guardians have actually just signed, according to Ken Rosenthal, Tanner Bibby to a 5-year deal with a club option for 2030. The contract for Bibby includes at least $48 million. And I am sorry, for $48 million for 4 years, that means that he's getting, or for 5 years, that includes a club option. What's that, like $10 million? That's actually not so bad. That's a very good move. The history of is what makes baseball nostalgic for old timers like me. Yeah, I don't know. I think that there's a richness to it. And I also think that it brings generations of people together when you talk about the history of sports. You know? It's like we have people that tune into these games that were fans from the 60s, fans from the 70s. We have a couple of people that were born in the 90s. Like me, 98 was when I was born. But then I started watching in like the mid-2000s. Some people just started watching in the 2020s. I think it's really cool. I think that that's special. But good for Travis, man. Just lurking here. Hope all is well, says Prince. Just in time for the 7-0 comeback. Prince is here. The game is still alive. The lack of a clock makes baseball unique among USA Big Four leagues. It was dragging on though, man. It was dragging on. You have to admit. Like 5-hour games or 4-hour games sometimes. Like that's if it happens sometimes, like I'm okay with it. But for a 9-inning game on a regular basis, it's a lot. First pitch is called a strike from Reiselman. Buddy Kennedy is in the box. 0-1 pitch. And that misses inside for a ball. I do admit the long games were brutal. Yeah, they were. They were. I mean, do we really miss the Boston Red Sox playing the Yankees in like a 3-0 game that took 4 hours and 42 minutes? I don't really think so. I did like how there was no clock before, and I get that, and I like that that's, it's not a time sport, and now it still technically isn't a time sport, but they're trying to speed it up, and I get it. One, two. That's a foul ball. Really, it's not just the clocks. Like, it's like whatchamacallit said the other day. Tony La Russa and all the pitching changes, without the 3-batter rule, and then all the pickoff attempts over at first base. You could pick off 3 times without even throwing a pitch, and then there was no clock on top of that. So it could take a pitcher to throw the first pitch 2 minutes just because of that. 1-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. They're going to challenge this. And let's look at this ABS system. That is way outside. It's got to be too much, but it's still unique. It's a great sport. I think it's the second best sport right now in the 4 majors. 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 9th. The ABS is working. I'll be so happy when pitch tracks are used. No more BS calls, no arguing. It's helped every sport it's used in. But I like the arguing to an extent. I like when managers show emotion. That part I do like. But I get it. You want accuracy. It makes sense. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch is outside and low for a ball. I will tell you, though, the bittersweet thing about this is that sometimes it's a bad call, but it works in our favor. Those are the things I'll miss. We could get away with certain things. Now we can't. 1-1. That's in there for a strike. I don't know about that one, man. That I don't know. It's a good question, though. JJ likes it good. Yeah, I do. Where's my popcorn at? I do. I miss Lou Piniella taking second base or third base, and I miss Bobby Cox shouting at some of these umpires. I low-key miss Angel Hernandez, not going to lie. A pitch. Line drive into left center field for a base hit. That's such a troll comment. I'm such a troll. What a troll. What a troll thing to say. That was pretty cruel. Not gonna lie. So we got a runner on over at first with one out. Pitch to Cody. And that's outside for a ball. The Orioles have a no-hitter? Did they just throw a no-hitter? They did. The Orioles had a no-hitter today. The last spring training no-hitter? Anybody want to guess? What year? The pitch. That's a called strike. The last spring training no-hitter. Anybody know? Once we pitch to Cody, fly ball hit out over towards right field, and that one bounces right over towards the right side, but it is a foul ball. 2005, nope. Closer than that. The last one was today versus the O's, or versus the Pirates. I knew you were going to say that. That's even more so of a troll comment from the friendliest troll himself. 2-2 pitch, line drive, base hit. Clemens has really seen the ball very well. The throw is going to be made over the second base, and it's not in time. 2008, even closer. Nope. Yesterday. Not that recent. It's pretty recent, though. Notice how I said year. Yesterday. Yesterday's not a year. The pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field. And no one can make the grab. It just died out in left field. And the bases are loaded with one out for the Phils. The answer was 2023. Let's go. Comeback starts now. I want us to go for that best record. Come on, we're 3.5 games behind the Yankees in spring training. The pitch, way up high for a ball. Come on. Let's go. Rob better put in Alvarado in the bottom of the ninth if we tie it. Or something. Come on, I care about this record. Pitch, and that's way up high for ball 2. I don't think we're going to get the best record, but I still want to finish as a playoff team in the spring training fake playoff bracket that I have. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch on the way, and that's inside for ball 3. Reiselman still pitching. Where is Butterfly, Michael? 3-0 pitch. And that misses outside, and the Phillies are going to get a run home. On the board, 7-1. The pitch. Down and low for a ball. Let's go, folks. We're finally waking up. Charge! That was one of the longest ones. No shutout today. Nope. Bro, does Razelman have a little sunburn in there on his neck? 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Strike 1, right down Broadway. By the way, just to go back to the comment about the last no-hitter, the only other record for the O's/Browns franchise was April 11th, 1951 versus the Cardinals. But last spring training no-hitter was on March 3rd of 2023. The Cubs got it. JJ, that was your best charge. Well, that was the longest one. Thank you. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 9th inning. The pitch. Nets way up high for ball 3. And see, they deserved that because guess what? They have bases loaded. They're providing a little rally here. So, you know, they deserved a good charge. It's like log her up when Ricky Metallico does that. If they lose, log her up. If they get a big win, he goes bazinga. 3-1, a line drive down the left field line. It's a fair ball. It's going all the way over towards the corner. The Phillies will at least get 2 runs here. And it's now 7-3 already. Let's go. Another run by Philadelphia. 2 runs they get. Going to be it for Reiselman. He's done. Reiselman is done. He is D-O-N-E. I think Prince came at the right time, man. I wasn't joking about that. I was being dead serious. Just in time for the rally. Prince, did you leave? Prince, I swear if you leave this cast right now, you will be timed out the next time you come on in. If the Phillies do lose. Let's go, baby. He's here. He's here. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't losing, man. I ain't losing. Nope. We ain't losing, man. We are not losing this game. Right, Reese? I think this was actually Bryce Harper. It is Bryce that said it. I got to get that sound effect again. Forgot. I don't have that. He says, I'm here, baby. He's here. He's here. Woo! Impossible comeback sparks Phils to start the season with 18 straight wins. Oh, yeah, we don't have to just get 7 runs. I mean, we could get 12. I forgot, it's the top of the 9th. We could get however many runs as possible. Come on, let's extend our stream. Seven to 3 here. And here we go, the pitch. Ground ball, hit over towards the left side. The throw over to first base is not in time. Wow. He just beat that out, Reyes. And that makes it 7 to 4. Another run. Let's go. The pitch, and that's down low for a ball. Tying run is up to bat. Maybe the starters should take some notes and play some small ball. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. JJ's prepared till 9 p.m. and looking forward to it. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 7-4. Phillies were down 7-0. And the tying run is up to bat. The 1-1 is high for ball 2. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Ugh. Sometimes I need to remember what folders I have. 2-1 pitch on the way. It's a foul ball over towards the right side. Haven't played this one all day. Time called by the batter. George! That's better. I like that. That one was really good. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Line drive. Hit out to right field. That's going all the way over towards the wall. The Phillies will get another run home as they make it now 7-5. The throw is made over to second base. And they get themselves an RBI double. And the tying run is in scoring position. Wow. Down 7-0 in the 9th with nobody on and 1 out. It's now 7-5 with 2 runners on and still 1 out. The pitch is down for a ball. There's a great call. Well, this is what happens when they give you life, right? 1-0 pitch, and that is at the kneecaps for strike 1. It's a cutter at 86 miles per hour. Moore is batting. They've teased us all spring training long with these comebacks. Can they get over the hump? The 1-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out to right field. That is gone! The fighting Phillies take the lead in the top of the 9th inning and have scored 8 unanswered runs. Robert Moore with a moonshot out to right. That's what you call a comeback. Here we go, 8-7 Phillies. Can you believe your eyes? The pitch, and it's taken for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 12 hits for the Phillies so far today. They were down 7-0, and they lead at 8-7 with still 1 out in the 9th. The 1-1, and that is taken down low for ball 2. I told you, Prince. I was not wrong about that. I stayed with my comment. I said, don't leave. You can't leave. 2-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field. And finally out number 2 is made. None of us believed this would happen, let's be honest, says Larry. None of us. I think there was possibly one. I think there was possibly one. 2 outs, top of the 9th. The pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out to left center field, and that's going to split the gap and go all the way over towards the wall. The throw's made over to second. It's off the line. And guess who gets on with a double? It's Mercado, baby. That swing by Robert Moore was big. Aaron Boone does not look happy. It's crazy. He does not look happy. The Phillies have the lead 8-7, and the Yankees have some more action coming up in their bullpen. So it's not just us that blow leads. The pitch to Clemens, ground ball, hit towards the right side, picked up by the second baseman. The throw over to first in time, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. The Phillies lead it 8-7. And so, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Oh, yes, you were right. You were right. I was wrong. How are you still keeping up with this? I forgot. Yeah, it was Avery Owusu-Asiedo. He looks... The stances are so similar. We ruined Aaron Boone's day. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah. If we get a win today, I better see the babies in the chat. I better see the babies in the chat. Oh, Judge is actually going to bat here in the bottom of the 9th. Come on, Rob. Please, like, put in... I'm not even joking right now. Please put in Alvarado. Just put an end to this, please. Do not, like, put in a rookie pitcher here, please. I know it's spring training, but for the love of God, can we not blow a 9th inning game? Please. Just bugs me. Can we not blow this? They actually deserve to win this. The lady can wait. It's not over until the fat lady sings, as they say. Beam Judge. I can't believe he's actually going to bat here. We scored all 8 runs in the 9th. We were down 7-0. In case you're just tuning on in. What a swing. What a beautiful swing that was by Robert Moore. I will actually always remember that from spring training this year. We came back in the 9th inning and he hit the go-ahead home run. I will remember that. That's how you make a name for yourself, man. You do it against the Yankees, and yet you're going to be remembered. The first pitch is just outside for a ball. It's Francisco pitching. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Come on, Francisco. Make a name for yourself right here. The 1-0 pitch, and that's taken inside for ball 2. Why is Judge still in the game? Well, they're not trying to lose. He's the DH. That's why. He's the DH. Carlos Francisco is pitching. It's 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch is inside for ball 3. Come on. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please. Cecilia. 3-0 pitch. And it's a called strike. That was off the plate according to pitch tracks. John, just wanted to say. 3-1 pitch. Down low for ball 4. Okay. I'm just saying that was pitch track said that it was a strike. Umpire said it didn't. I'm going to miss that. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss that. Come on, man. Please. Get us a double play here. TJ Rumfield is coming up to bat. First pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They say yes, he did over at third. John says, now you see, yeah, I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss that, man. When it helps the Phillies, that's when I'm going to miss it. 0-1, and that's down for a ball. How many of us actually had them coming back in this game? 1-1. That misses outside for ball 2. Come on, please. 2-1 pitch, and it's fouled off. Just takes a step out of the box really quickly, and now we'll step back on in. To be fair, the Yankees actually hadn't even scored a run since the 4th. 2-2 pitch up high for ball 3. Judge is up next. At least his spot is up next. Tying runs at first. Winning runs at the plate. 3-2 pitch, and that just misses outside for ball 4. That'll put runners over at first and second. They're going to pinch hit for Judge. Okay. Figured that was going to happen. Now the winning run's over at first. Lewis is up to bat. First pitch, strike 1. No extra innings. Not until Thursday. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, that was a slider right down the middle, too. And Lewis was looking to hack at that thing. Ha! Oh, boy. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fly ball hit out to right field. It's a foul ball. And it goes out of play. I'm keeping an eye on this battery. Can this battery last me? We're at 9%. What are the odds? Come on. 0-2 delivery. Ground ball. Hit over towards third base. The tag, the third. There's 1. The throw to first. In time for a double play. And that's a 5-3 double play. Very clean play over at third base. That was executed perfectly. It was hit over on the line. And that was just extraordinary by Buddy Kennedy. Good throw, too. Very good play. I'll take that. 2 outs. All right. Come on, 1 more. 1 more, baby. The pitch. Strike 1. I don't think Judge would have done that there. Aaron Boone could actually lose in this game for pinch hitting Judge. Ismael Muniga. 0-1. Popped up. Over towards right field. The right fielder gets under it. And there's out number 3. The Philadelphia Phillies were down 7-0 with 1 out in the top of the 9th. And with an improbable comeback victory, win by a score of 8-7. Nice. That felt good. Release the confetti. I gotta wait for opening day for that. Again, I gotta give you all something to look forward to. I can't just spoil everything. That was actually a really nice comeback. I'm not gonna lie. That was funny. Aaron Boone lost him this game. Aaron Boone could have actually made a statement in that ninth inning and just said, you know what, we're gonna leave Judge on in. He lost him that game. That's really funny. But in all seriousness, though, it was nice for the young guys to be able to come back and provide a rally there. I thought that was actually really sweet. Not going to lie. Tyler Phillips gets the win, folks. 1-3. 1-3 he is. Yeah. Let's actually talk about this. All right. If you guys are going to sign off, okay, if you don't want to hear my post-game show, if you're like, thanks for announcing the comeback, I'm done. Goodbye. But thank you all so much for tuning on in. I want to talk about this. I do. I think that we have some things to take away. All right. I'll get to the actual analysis. Okay, I will get to that. In that ninth inning, though, I kind of want to go back to the play-by-play. Robert Moore had a very good swing. Good for him, man. He made himself a statement in that ninth inning. That's I don't care who's out there pitching. Situation was guess what? We're down 7-5, and he had a big 3-run homer. Lee Sang took advantage of a nice pitch. Prado got on, but for some reason the shortstop made a little throwing error there, but he still beat it out. The throw was a little bit off the line. He avoided the swipe. Good for him. We had a bloop single out to left field where the outfielders of the Yankees couldn't communicate, but we took advantage. Robert Moore, I thought, really did a good thing there. He's ahead in the count 1-0, looks at the cutter, and then gets a four-seamer right on the inside corner and just belts it. High leverage spot there. Big situation. He came through, gave him the big lead, and they won the game. Bottom of the ninth comes. Francisco comes on in the pitch. I'll be honest with you, Carlos Francisco needs to be working on his command this year. He has good stuff, but where are you throwing those pitches, dude? Where are you throwing those pitches? Lost the first two batters he sees. Think it's a big double play. Good play by Buddy Kennedy to be able to go tag third base there and get a 5-3 double play. That was big. But he got out of the jam, got himself out of the inning, and good for him. Good for him. That's really the main thing I have to say about this game. Good for the Phillies, good for the young guys, for them to be able to have some sort of morale booster right there, and leave a little stain on the Yankees. That was nice. That kind of felt sweet, not gonna lie. I want to really talk about, though, the rest of this game. So I have notes that I would like to talk about. Kyle Schwarber actually is my first takeaway. Schwarber is getting hot. Schwarber's heating up. Had a nice home run yesterday. Beautiful swing. Good cut. Today, he gets on base a couple of times, and I think that he's seeing the ball well now. 2 for 3 he went today. Got on with a double. Got on with a single as well. He seems like he's sort of getting ready for opening day, and I like the sound of that. I think that with the pitches that he saw today and his at-bats, he was taking pitches. He left. He took advantage of mistakes that were being thrown by the pitchers that the Yankees threw at him today. And, yeah. Schlittler, look, we did not do well today against him. Trey Turner did not have a good day today. 0 for 2, a walk. He did draw that walk, but we just were hacking at pitches overall, and we could not find ways to get on. And that was a problem. I didn't like that. I didn't think that we did as good of a job there, and I wanted us to try to be more patient at the plate, and we were just hacking at everything. Castellanos wasn't even in the lineup today, and yet Bryson Stott was hacking at pitches. It just happened. Marsh got on with 2 walks today, had some good at-bats, saw some pitches. I like how he's going to be playing more every day. I think that he deserves that shot. I do. I'm hoping that he takes advantage of that opportunity and maybe that increases his confidence. I don't know why we were platooning guys before. I knew that he was struggling against lefties, but that was part of the reason why was because Rob wasn't giving him time to play every day, and when he was facing lefties, he wasn't pleading his case. And that was really hard. But I'm happy that Rob says, this year we'll take you a step further and we'll make you play every day. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. So, unless they get like a very good outfielder or they get a big piece before trade deadline, then Marsh, go back to being a platoon. That's how it is. Or somebody else steps up. That'd be great. Marshawn had a nice swing in the 8th inning. Liked that double that he hit. Rojas did not have a good day today. Struck out twice. Actually grounded into a double play, too. He played terrible today. Good to see him, though, back out in center field. Good for him to just play center field today and be able to see that. I enjoyed that very much. Oswald Asiedo, 2 good at-bats. He's batting 100 in spring training so far, just from those 2 at-bats. But no, it took advantage of good pitches. Cody Clemens is really who I want to focus on today for this postgame show. I thought Cody played very well. And it is clear to me that he needs to be in that final spot. I'll take him over Buddy Kennedy right now. I know it's a tough thing to talk about because they're both out of options. But Cody, to me, is clearly, he's a lefty, first of all. He's more versatile defensively. Even though Buddy made a nice play over at third base, I think that Cody just has that experience, and he's been swinging the bat really well. He's been swinging the bat really well. And if I were to choose one over the other, it's hard, but Cody's my guy. I think that we actually have a very good bench. Buddy probably would have made it maybe back in 2021, maybe during 2020, but this year I think that this is probably the most stacked bench that we've had since maybe 2010. Really, I do mean that. I think we have a nice bench. So, pitching-wise today, Luzardo pitched, gave up 6 earned runs. He had 6 strikeouts. It didn't really tell the full story. The first inning, he looked good. The second inning, he gave up a run, and that wasn't his fault. The third inning comes. It was really the third and the fourth inning where I thought that he was getting a little bit tired. And let's think about it from this perspective. Okay? 5th starter. A 5th starter, if a 5th starter gives up 3-4 runs, that's fine. That's okay. That's really, I think anybody would take a 5th starter like Jesus Luzardo. Unfortunately, though, today, 6 runs, that doesn't cut it. 4 of them were earned. Or yeah. Really, it was 7 runs, but 6 of them were earned. That's not okay. He didn't look good in that 4th inning. He almost gave up a grand slam, too, to Aaron Judge, by the way. I know almost doesn't count, but left to pitch right out over the middle of the plate. And that kind of scared me for a second. So, yeah, Luzardo needs some work. He had a bounce-back outing his last time out there, but sandwiched in between were those 2 outings against the Yankees, and he just did not look good. He didn't look good. The bullpen did its thing. Orion and Romano pitched. Romano's had a very good spring training, and I cannot wait for him to be in high-leverage situations. He's been very good. Orion's been really good. I'm looking forward to the bullpen this year. 7th inning, you have Orion. 8th inning, you have Romano. 9th inning, you have Alvarado. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And maybe if Strahm comes back healthier with the shoulder problem that he's been having, maybe he can make some noise. Jose Ruiz. This bullpen's set. This bullpen's really nasty. I think that we have a top 5 bullpen in baseball. I can definitively say top 5. Definitively. I think overall our pitching staff is top 3 because you include the starting pitchers. But, yeah. Good things to take away today. We're feeling a lot better, let's be real, after they came back to win. Tyler Phillips, I've been giving this guy a lot of heat. I've been giving him a lot of negative talk. Tell you, though, today he struck out the side. Only gave up 1 hit. Do it again. Do it again. I mean, you don't really have much to plead a case here. I don't think that you're making the roster. But just show me. Continue to show me. You know? Let's get to your comments. What were your takeaways from today's game? Please let us know down below. Let's go to comments first. Grandpa Moore gathered around kids, and I'll tell you a story about how I won spring training. Schwarber had us fooled all spring, says Larry. Bring on the regular season right now, and Larry's being serious about that. I am too. I am so ready for regular season games to start now. We have, 3 more? 2 more left? 2 more left. Tomorrow and Monday. Spring training. Not so sure about Luzardo, says Eric. Okay. I don't think that he's going to be as bad as Taijuan Walker. Okay? But if he gives up, if his ERA is at, a 3.9, that's not bad. It's not bad. I'll still take that. I know that we were trying to get him because we had a ceiling for him. His ceiling was really high from just a couple of years ago, what he was able to do. Last year it wasn't so good, but I still am okay with the move. It's not worked out. I can't really even say that because the regular season hasn't even started yet. But, what do you expect from a 5th starter? Do you want a 5th starter to have a 2.5 ERA and just be another ace? That's just too much, Luzardo, even as a Marlin, was their ace, but, it's the Marlins. Come on, it's the Marlins. I don't know. I know this Clemens last season, too. I agree with you, JJ, says Michael. I think that he can have a good year. I love our bench. I think that we have good depth. Unfortunately, we're not in the era anymore where we have pinch hitters coming on in for the 9-hole hitter, but I still think that we have a good bench. Luzardo goes, good start, bad start, good start, bad start, etc. JJ's take on Luzardo. Luzardo pitched today, says Larry. No, but in all seriousness, jokes aside, I do think that he can make some noise as the 5th starter, and I'm okay with it for now. We got to ride it out, okay? Spring training, fine. What he gave you today was not good. What he gave you 2 outings ago was not good. But what he gave you the last outing was really good. So I'm fine with him being the 5th starter. I don't think that we have a better option, and I think that that's why we got him, was to be a number 5 guy. You didn't just get him just to get another ace. That was his ceiling. That was a part of the ceiling. They were okay, that's nice. This is like the Noah Syndergaard move. Remember when we got Noah Syndergaard a couple of years ago at the deadline? We thought that this guy would be fine as a 5 starter, but his ceiling could be potentially ace. And what he did back in 2017, 2018. I didn't think that was going to be the case, but it was a low risk, high reward move. But JJ, the Phillies gave up Starlin Caba, one of their top prospects. They gave him up. It was a terrible move. That's why you get rid of them, man. When you're trying to win for a championship, that's exactly what you do. Something's got to give. Do you think that they would have taken, I don't know, Ethan Wilson? Probably not. Something has to give. I don't think we have to worry about the pitching from top to bottom, says Larry. Jay just got a personal beef with Phillips. Him and Cal Stevenson, man. They are on my not keepers for the Phillies. Again, they're probably great people. I would love to chat with them. I mean, of course, if they ever wanted to come on here, I would love to have them on. I would. I'm sure that they're great people, but I just don't see the benefit of them right now. I don't. Still no bunting today, says Scott. Good thing to note. But to be fair, did they have a lot of base runners today? No. They didn't even have a lot of base runners today up until that 9th inning. So should I really be hard on them for not bunting today? I mean, in certain spots, I'll say when Trey Turner was up to bat and he got on with the walk and then Kepler had the single, I would have liked to see Stott bunt or Marsh. Maybe that was the situation where you could have implemented it because, again, it's spring training, but whatever. Enough grapefruit, time to chase for streaks. The double play added to the dynamic finish. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Larry says he's fine as the 5th starter. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Miz, what's going on, man? Well, he's our 4th starter since Ranger has back issues. Yes. He's technically now our 4th starter. But when everyone's healthy, he'll be the number 5. And that's fine. Number 4, okay. Maybe if he's good, maybe if he gives you an outing like he did the one before this one, I'll say fine, I'll take that. I heard we'll only need to use the 5th starter twice in the first 3 weeks or so. That's good. What happened to Ranger? He's hurt. Ranger is hurt. Ooh, Pokemon is taking a little break from the internet. I get it, man. Sometimes it gets to be a lot. Suarez is dealing with a lower back. They call it a sore lower back. But he has not been ruled out for a start. He has enough time to make his first scheduled start for the Phillies on April 3rd. So he's not out. He's not out. Doesn't sound too serious, back spasms or something. Back spasms, honestly, you say that it doesn't sound too serious. That is, it can definitely be serious for sure. It really can. Back spasms, especially in baseball for some of these pitchers, that's not a good injury. It could be mild, but it could lead into other things. Just from a doctor's perspective of what I've heard over the years, sometimes you hear people dealing with back spasms, like what's his name? Like Madison Bumgarner, didn't he have back spasms and then it started out as back spasms and then he was out for a while? I think it was Madison Bumgarner. I should never have asked Ranger to help me move my couch. My bad. There's times. There are times where people just, love to come straight forward and admit the truth, and I appreciate that. But Eric, that is an awful thing for you to say. And yeah, that's awful. No wonder why he has back issues now. No wonder why he has back issues now. It's all your fault. We still love you. I'm writing a very strongly worded letter to Ranger's lower back. Dear Ranger, I got your back, but apparently you don't. No, but in all seriousness, stranger, please get well soon. Please. BBWs are the number one cause of back spasms. Are they really? I didn't know that. All right. So that is going to wrap it up for me. As you can tell, we're just in a chit-chat mode now. Those are all my takes from today's game. And I will see you all tomorrow, man. Go Phils. Good comeback win today. This was actually really exciting. It was good to see the young guys compete out there. And that's what you want. Good things to take away from this. All right. See you all tomorrow. Another game for the Philadelphia Phillies in spring training. We're almost there. Almost there, folks. Lila Tov. Good night. Hola. And goodbye.